Good morning. Nherlitstv brings you news of the hour. I'm Nherlitz on Nherlitstv. First, the headlines. COMELEC urges a new registered voters registration deadline nears. Pasay Mayor Emmy invites residents to join Grand Procession of Santo Niño on January 29. Communist terrorist group member surrenders to authorities in Nueva Ecija. Ex-drug offender killed in Bacolod. Father charged for killing 7-year-old son in Sarangani. And those are the headlines. Now, here are the details of the story. The Commission on Election, or COMELEC, once again urged eligible Filipinos to register for them to participate in this year's Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan election, or COMELEC. Chairman George Garcia invited eligible individuals to file their application on or before the deadline of voters registration on January 31st. He added, those eligible to register as regular barangay voters are any Filipino citizen at least 18 years of age on or before the barangay election, a resident of the Philippines for at least 1 year and 6 months in the place wherein he/she intends to vote immediately, presiding the election and not otherwise disqualified by law. Meanwhile, individuals eligible to vote in SK elections are Filipino citizens and at least 15 years old, but not more than 30 years of age on or before election day. A resident for 6 months in the place wherein he or she intends to vote immediately, residing the election and are not otherwise disqualified by law. Pasay City Mayor Emmy Calixto Robiano is inviting all the residents to join the Grand Procession of Santo Niño. On Sunday, January 29, Robiano said the procession will be held at 3 p.m., culminating the 10-day celebration of the Feast of Santo Niño in Pasay City. From Pasay City Hall, the procession will move toward the Liwasang Ipil-Ipil open field where hundreds of the voters or devotees are expected to participate. The mayor advised motorists to take alternative routes since road closures and punch-through traffic will be implemented along FB Harrison Hill, Puyat. Robiano said over 350 images of the infant Jesus are on display at the Astrodome, and over 100 of them are scheduled to be paraded in the Grand Procession. In Nueva Ecija, a member of the communist terrorist group surrendered to authorities on Friday, January 27, behind a special intelligence operation conducted by the Philippine National Police and the Philippine Army based on the report submitted to Police Colonel Richard V. Caballero, acting Provincial Director of the Nueva Ecija Police Provincial Office. The operation resulted in a voluntary surrender of Ka Fernan 49 and a resident of Barangay San Eustacio Aliaga, Nueva Ecija. He was a former member of Alyansang Magbubukid ng Gitnang Luzon under Nicomedes Ortiz alias Daguhoy command. A young man in Bacolod City who was previously jailed for a drug offense was found dead in Barangay Mansilingan here on Friday, January 27. The victim was identified as Henry Paul Bumbay, 22 of Sitio Sibucao, Barangay Banago here. Mayor Elmer Bonilla, head of Police Station 7, said that Bumbati was arrested in a buy-bus operation in Barangay 12 here in May 2019 and was released from jail in 2021. He was nephew of Rami Puha, who was tagged as a Western Visayas drug lord who died in a shootout with the police operatives in Barangay Panago in May 2018. According to Bonilla, Bonilla said the victim suffered 4 gunshot wounds in the head and 3 gunshot wounds in the body. The victim's eyes and face were covered with duct tape as well as his hands and legs. Meanwhile, in Glan, Sarangani, Mindanao police filed parricide charges against a 45-year-old father who gunned down his 7-year-old son for not heeding his plea to behave while playing outside their house in Barangay Pangyan, this town. Glan Police Chief Lieutenant Colonel Giovanni Ladillo said the suspect, Pimetrio Buntang, escaped and hid at nearby village in Davao Occidental after killing his son, Michael, with the use of an improvised handgun, but surrendered to the police the following day. He said the suspect shot the victim on the head with the use of an improvised handgun fired with a marble bullet after he was upset with the noise created by the victim while playing outside their house. And that's the whole story of the news, January 31, 2023. This is Nherlitz on Nherlitstv, inviting you again next time. Until next then, thank you for watching. Adios.